Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this bonus unboxing video, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. But a couple of things I've got to be honest straight away. There is no Generation 1 toys in here. In fact, there's no Transformer toys in here at all. However, there is Transformers stuff. I'm not going to go into too much detail just yet. And the other thing as well is that the box that these are in, basically what's inside does not necessitate a box anywhere near as big as these. So I had to open it first very quickly because I was like, I didn't even know what it was. It's a really heavy box, but as I say, the box is probably twice the size of what it actually needs to be. So I just wanted to be honest about that straight away. So what we've got in here though, the reason why I'm doing this as an unboxing video is because I've had real fun over the last 2.5, maybe 3 years, I think, whenever it was that I started doing the comics, the Generation 1 comics. Because it got me chatting to a load of people in the chat, and people who became members and all that sort of stuff as well. But also it gave me the opportunity to read them as well for myself, and I haven't read these in 35, whatever, nearly 40 years, some of them. So for me it was great going back and having a read of them. And then for those people who are following the comics on this channel at the moment, literally this Saturday's the last one, so 332 UK comics, so from 1988 right up, not 1988, 1984 right up, I think literally until the first week of, there was some time in 1992 when they stopped in the UK. So they ran for quite some time, much longer obviously than they did in the US. And what they did in issue 331, they did say that the comic was going to go monthly from 333, but 333 never happened. Yeah, this is what's inside that giant box. Let me just close this. And so yes, the stories came to a huge abrupt stop, unfortunately. And as I say, just as I suppose, even though it had a climactic ending, etc., it just got really interesting. But what they did do, with it being right at the tail end of the year, they released an annual, which they always do. And as I say, funnily enough, there's 10 things in here, and I've got 8 of them. So I'm going to sell off all the doubles, as I always do. That's what I do with all of my things, and that's how I keep the collection growing, and that's how I keep everything building. So there's going to be some things, these will probably all be at the NEC, I'll be selling them there. But there's 2 things in here, and the one that I wanted more than anything, in fact I brought this entire lot just for the one thing, was for an annual. Now this is the annual from 1992, and it's so hard to find, it's so hard to get hold of. And in fact I'll show you them all first and foremost, show you all what's in here, and then I'll show you the main reason why I got it. So the other good thing is I've got another one of these, and these are always sought after, so that's a spare one of them. And then we've got, here we go, so we've got the annual. I'm sure this is 85 or 84, might be 84 first, then we've got 85, then we've got 86, then we've got 87, then we've got 88, and as I said, I've got all these. I've got 89, whatever it is. No, here's the year after. Now this next one is the one that I haven't got, but I'm also going to show you what else is here. And I've also got the hardback printed complete works in here. So I've got this one, but I haven't got that one. But this is the main one here. So this particular annual right here. And the reason why I'm after this is because that they do have another story that was going to be in issue 333, written by, of course, the legendary Simon Furman. So I'm going to be able to feature this and again put it up for yours and my viewing pleasure, because I'm going to read it at the same time. So this is the, not the missing, or I suppose the stories that never happened, basically the comics that never were. It never made it to the comic, unfortunately, because the comic was cancelled. So I'm going to be doing it in here, and it was only ever in this. So there you go. I wanted to share that with you anyway. And of course, a huge thank you to everybody who has even gone back and started reading the comics again. And I think, as I say, fingers crossed, it's going to be a useful archive for people in the future. But there you go, guys. I'll have that video done for you for next week, so you can see what was missing from it. And then we'll go on to Generation 2, and then we'll work out probably a poll if everybody wants IDW or whichever the other ones that are in the definitive collection. There you go, guys. Anyway, take care.